Hi everyone. Have you heard about the Paris Agreement or the Paris Treaty or the Paris Climate Treaty? If yes, then it's well and good, and if no, let me give you a gist. So in 2016, many countries came together on a common platform in Paris in order to sign an agreement, which said that each country will give monetary contributions with respect to its capacity, and each country, the member country to be very specific, will have a carbon footprint cap or a header also, and they have to abide by the rules. Very simply put. Of course, there are more details. Let's consider just 2 points here in this reel. So now when this was decided, it was decided as such that the US was paying around 10 to 12 times more than what the developing countries like India and China could pay. And the underdeveloped countries, because they don't have the funds and their survival is also at question, they were contributing way too less. What we were all thinking about while signing this treaty was a global development. To be very specific, Vasudev Kutumbakam. But in 2021, under the presidency of Joe Biden, US took a step back. They said that we won't be contributing anymore. But in order to maintain its rapport, in order to be a global leader, and in order to have dominance over this fund, US was back in the pitch. Still, things were not very well going over time. But in 2025, after Trump took over his presidency, he has been very exclusive, and he said that all the work and all the treaties in which US is being exploited as per se will not be considered anymore in his tenure. So US has decided to take a step back and not be a member of this Paris Treaty. Now, when this happens, there are three effects which are very critical and need to be analyzed. The first thing, the amount of fund, the huge fund which US was providing will not be provided anymore. Now, US needs to understand that whatever we are suffering today is because of their industrial revolution, which was completely based on fossil fuels. Our industrial revolution 4.0 is based on the mix of fossil fuels as well as green energy, but theirs has always been based on fossil fuels. So it's actually their contribution is actually a remuneration that they're doing for their work. Secondly, now that these carbon footprint caps will be removed, we need to understand that US will get a free license to give out as much carbon dioxide or greenhouse gases. Now, all the scientists, all the science people who are listening to me know very well that even an ounce of pollutants in the atmosphere and the environment will start a chain reaction which will be very difficult to control. So yes, greater to the harm. Thirdly, for Indians, it's a great opportunity in order to rise in this and be a global leader